Hi, my name is Tanya Reiskin, and I'm the head of school of the Newgate School, the lab school for the Montessori Foundation. And with me today are Nora Ferris, lower elementary guide, and Jenny Presley, infant toddler guide. So Nora, we tend to strive to practice Montessori at the highest fidelity.
We do, and one of the things that we talk about as a professional community is looking to next practice and best practice. So, how can we live into the best Montessori practice that we know, and what is the next practice we should be geared toward based on research coming out of different communities?
Yeah, thank you. And Jenny, what kind of research do you look at from your perspective as an infant toddler guide?
We're always looking for the newest developmental research. Certainly, in child development, things tend to follow a line, but there's always something new and different coming along.
I think one of the best parts about being a lab school is that we really are practicing partnerships and partnership relationships with our students and our teachers.
I think one of the nice things about being at Newgate in the lab school is that it's a very dynamic environment. As a professional, there's a strong intellectual component to it. As a mother, there's a great community of parents to live and learn from. And as a teacher, there are amazing colleagues and professionals and mentors and relationships around the world to be able to benefit from as I try to build my practice and, troubleshoot with others to help them build theirs.
Jenny, you have said that we're a family, and what does Newgate mean to you in that context?
Newgate is a safe place, and for me, that means being valued as a human and having an opinion that matters and is heard. Whether my opinion is the opinion on top, that's okay. But we're all heard. We all have an equal place at the table. We all really want to be here and want to support and help each other any way we can. It's a community where if you have something that is a need, that your staff members are the first people to say, how can I help you with that? And your administration is supportive and will back you and will give you the tools to proceed any way you need to in any situation, and feeling that is very different from my experience in other schools.
One of the things that the lab school has been committed to for many, many years, ever since Tim Selden and the foundation became the management team, making Newgate the lab school, has been the commitment to the community meeting. And so monthly we give parents and students, our older students certainly, an opportunity to join us for community meeting. Nora, how has that community meeting enhanced your working relationship with others?
I think both as a mom and a professional, during COVID in particular, when we were so separated physically, we would get together and play games and have fun and do improv. And it was a wonderful opportunity to get to know people from all levels. I think with two campuses, one of the nice things is I have friends from my child's class who are now at the other campus in 11th grade, as well as friends from Jenny's class, and getting to know those parents because we all come together in a virtual space and really get to build community around challenges that we all have as moms, as teachers, as a school community, and also celebrate graduations or Montessori moments. We're big on celebrating Montessori moments, and those victories are wonderful at all the different developmental levels.
And one of the things that we also do at the community meetings and elsewhere is that we really focus on answering parents' questions. And Jenny, I know that, we see more and more parents from the infant toddler community at the virtual meetings, because this is so new to them. And so it's a venue that helps you in many ways partner with them, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think infant toddler parents in general are very hungry for information about parenting. They're eager to make friends with other parents. They have a strong desire at that level and age to really learn as much as they can and feel like they're doing things right. So it's been really easy for us as educators to connect with people over the Zoom meetings and to bring about conversations that we might not have time for in everyday drop off and pick up, hello and goodbye, and so we're always looking for those opportunities to connect, and to make sure that parents feel supported and safe, and that they have trust in our everyday, care and guidance of their children. That's really,
Yeah.
we need partnership, and that
Yeah.
helps us create that.
Yeah, and I remember the community meeting where the parents of the ninth and 10th grade students were sharing with the infant toddlers, oh, enjoy every minute of it. It goes by so quickly. And I think one of the toddler parents actually said, I really hope so. As the lab school, we're given grace to experiment and to try new things that are being discussed either in Montessori research or in other research. And we really come together as a collaborative team to see if it's anything that we really want to continue. I know, Nora, you've been doing a lot of work with literacy and trying to implement ideas that aren't in our albums.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that I discovered in my classroom were that I had a lot of kids who were struggling to figure out how to read, and I felt like I didn't know the best ways to meet their needs. So I doubled back on what I knew from Montessori and then looked at the literacy community to see what can inform my practice and still allow me to be loyal and faithful to Montessori, and then still be able to give the kids what they need. So I appreciate the freedom to do that, and I appreciate the intellectual endeavor to try to figure it out. How can I master this kind of teaching? Because it's a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, saving the world one child at a time is not an easy endeavor. I think the other thing that is really interesting for the lab school, and we demonstrate it to others, is that we have decided to cross-train each other and have each other's back, so that we at any one time we can go into any other environment, and all the children, we have we're close to 200 children now, students on 3 campuses if we're including global, and at any one time they know us, right? And I think that's a really important factor of community and our commitment for intentional partnership with students.
Yeah, I agree. I think one of our favorite things from last year was that we took a bus, our lower elementary class took a bus to the secondary campus, in order to have a fancy lunch that was served by second cycle children and made by second cycle children. And I think, that was emblematic to me of one of the opportunities that we have to practice all that we think is important.
And I think that's going to become a yearly tradition.
I hope so.
Because it was a brilliant. I mean, we were looking, for grace and courtesy, authentic experience at a restaurant,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden we realized that our high school kitchen
Yeah.
was a restaurant grade kitchen, and we could have the high school students participate
Sure.
in the culinary arts program. Jenny, you open your infant toddler classroom frequently to community service of other students.
Yeah, I know that, when my son, before he began his Montessori journey at 4, I was home with him all the time. We were out doing activities. We did everything under the sun. But no matter what, when there were big kids around, he was always just so nervous. And he would stand on the side and be reserved and shy, and he just really didn't know how to handle that, being an only child. So, one of the things that I love is being able to invite the older children into the classroom and to, just to help out if there's a book that needs read or something that needs cleaned or, a hand that needs held. We really try to encourage our children to think of this as a family, as a larger, more community family. And, they recognize all the teachers. They say hello over the fence, and the smiles that we get, are just really heartwarming and huge. And their confidence soars when they can make those connections with people on campus every day. It just feels like they have this huge family of people who know and love and care for them.
Yeah, I think you're right that having a multi-generational approach to our classrooms and to service within our school and within our classrooms is kind of following what Maria Montessori said. She said that the best teachers are those who are not visible in the classroom, that the children do the work, and that it's the children's house. And so thank you, Nora. Thank you, Jenny, for having this fabulous conversation about why we're the lab school, or how we are the lab school of the Montessori Foundation Newgate School. Thank you.